Well, hey there, everybody. It's JHaubz. Welcome back to my playthrough of Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. This is the next episode in my Waffle request series where I'm playing through the lore of Starcraft 2. So we just got off of Auir, unfortunately got our butts kicked after we found out what Amon was doing to us, and we were just running for our lives. We come to Shakuris to find out that they're coming through to Shakuris and causing all sorts of havoc. And, well, let's find out how we can help.
My Dark Templar were tracking your invasion on Auir when we were cut off. Then the warp gate opened. What happened, Artanis?
Amon used the Khala to seize control of the Templar. I could feel his rage tearing through me, and I was powerless against it. Zeratul found me. It was there that he...
Yes?
He tried to free me. And he succeeded at the cost of his own life. He fell by my hand.
It was Amon's deed, not yours.
Zeratul came to me with a warning, but I did not act. Because of this, he is now gone, and the stars burn dimmer for his loss. Amon's deed or not, I carry a burden, Matriarch. One that cannot be easily lifted.
Don't beat yourself up, man.
Karax, even without the Khala's light, I can sense your sadness, your pain. Does the spear of Adun bring you no joy?
That is just it, Hierarch. Without the Khala, it is as if I am blind. I cannot sense your feelings, know the true depth of your thoughts. I cannot call upon the surety of other phase-smiths. I am... alone.
I feel the isolation as well, as though thrashing within the vacuum of space. But you are not alone, brother.
To think, the Dark Templar have endured this existence all this time. The days ahead will not be easy.
We may not have the Khala to rely on, Karax, but we still stand as one. We will endure. There is no other option.
Nope. By the way, take a look at Artanis' new arm stuff. Got that from a buddy. Alright, let's check out this war council.
A preserver? Released from stasis?
She still bears her nerve cords. She is tethered to the Khala.
Hold. I am Rohana, Grand Preserver of the Valari, and your War Council Advisor. You must be the Executor in command.
You are not possessed by the Dark One. How is this possible?
I feel darkness lingering at the edges of my every thought, but I am not corrupted. Preservers of my station have trained to control the Khala's every ripple. I assure you, I will stave off this evil and serve you better by doing so. As all preservers, I hold the memories and personalities of Protoss prior to my submission to stasis. This will allow me to contrast your tactical decisions with those of past executors. From this chamber, you will be able to make all military allocations.
I am Artanis, Hierarch of the Daylon. I lead all that is left of our civilization. Your memories are indeed of use, Rohana. But make no mistake. If you fall to this corruption, I will not hesitate to destroy you.
It is understood. I am prepared for the Firstborn's darkest hour. Come, let me show you what may be done here.
You're no Abathur. Get out of
The
here.
assembly panel awaits, Hierarch. We may begin whenever you are ready.
I don't think you're gonna end up liking her much, because I know I didn't.
I have heard only tales of the Grand Preservers. I did not expect to encounter one aboard this vessel.
That is not surprising, Hierarch. My sisters and I are unique. trained from birth to master every intricacy of the Khala. I have experienced its true depth, plunged the infinite spectrum of emotion and memory. It is because of this gift we were selected to enter stasis, so that we may guide you in our most dire hour.
Your sisters were aboard the other Ark ships? Then they...
Are one with the Khala, fallen during the Zerg invasion of Auir. I know this. I feel the tragedy that has befallen us, more deeply than you may realize.
A terrible burden has been laid upon you, Rohana.
Yet it is my fate to bear it. A fate foreseen by the same minds that constructed this vessel. I trust in their wisdom, Hierarch. I will serve my purpose, much as you must serve yours.
Oh, look at the guys running in the background. Alright, let's see what we can do.
The assembly panel allows you to customize your army based on the Protoss technology we encounter. Select a warrior category to begin. Now you may choose one of the 2 factions for use in upcoming battles. These assignments are not permanent and can be altered as our combat needs change. Many battles await you, Hierarch. Choose a faction and lead them to glory.
So, yeah, I mean, you probably won't see me go through this the same way you didn't see me do the evolutions or the armory stuff in Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm. What I think is kind of cool about this, though, is that, like, where in... Like, the armory in Wings of Liberty let you upgrade units to make them stronger. And then in Heart of the Swarm, like, each unit individually had, like, an evolution that you could choose that would modify, like, a certain aspect of it. Like, it would be more HP, stronger attack, something like that. So that you could use and kind of customize how you wanted to use the unit itself. What I like about this one in Legacy of the Void is, like, you can select units that have certain abilities so that you can kind of, like, more or less customize your entire army build. And like it'll definitely get more intricate as we unlock more units and gain more factions, but it's like you can really, like, modify and like build your, like, customize your entire army to what you want it to be instead of, like, individual units. I think it was really cool what they did here. But I digress. Let us continue on with the story.
The Zerg infestation is overtaking Telemetros. Our evacuation is already in great peril. Your aid cannot come soon enough, Hierarch.
Oh god, let's get going. Amon's Reach. What in the world is that thing? Let's get going.
Shakuras teams with Amon's Zerg broods. We hold only the southwest quadrant of Telemetros, and even that is in peril. We must evacuate our people, but the launch bays have been defiled with infestation. Only ground forces can clear them. Once the bays are free, the planetary warp conduit will allow our ships to escape safely.
The launch bays will be cleared. Your people will survive, Matriarch. This I swear.
I swear.
You will need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal.
That's right.
I walk.
What's happening?
Artanis, I'm detecting a rift opening near your position. Avoid Thrasher.
What in the hell?
By the gods, it's sieging the warp conduit.
Karax, are any of the Spear of Idun's weapon systems ready for use?
Orbital strike is online. Designating targets.
What? Bang.
Thrasher has been weakened. Warriors, move in and seal its fate.
Seal its fate.
Walk the shadowed path.
Get it! I thought it was weakened. It was at full health, guys. You lied. Got it.
The Thrasher is slain, but it will be for naught if the launch bays remain infested. Shore up our defenses. The Zerg are moving to attack our nexus point.
Get him!
Intriguing. State thy bidding.
Alright, let's move out.
It shall be as you say.
What is this?
These vaults hold the city's last energy reserves. Claiming them should aid you in the fight ahead.
Indeed, completing bonus objectives will allow me to improve the Spear of the Doom's
Yay,
power.
go
There are 2
Crystal!
vaults left in the city. The Zerg have extensively fortified this area. An orbital strike would help us break through their defenses.
Okay.
Be careful. The spore crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our Dark Templars' movements. Slay them first.
And chick. Ka-choo! Bam! What was that? Oh boy.
Thrasher. The conduit is under assault.
How do we get there? Oh, the ramp. Alright, we gotta traverse a ramp, everybody. Get it!
The Thrasher has been eliminated. This would be an opportune moment to clear the launch bays.
Get the launch bay.
Matriarch Horus.
We got it.
The first launch bay has been cleared. Continue evacuating.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
You're gonna start leaving. Go, go, go. Go evacuate your ship, go! Circles around. Doo doo doo. And then it goes through the gate. Bye!
We have secured a
Another
second
one.
launch bay.
Go, go, go.
Well done. Half of the bays are launching evacuation ships.
Be as you say.
We got it.
That should buy the conduit more time. We have purged the infestation. Only 1 launch bay remains disabled.
I think we got incoming. Got it.
Another Thrasher felled. Is there no end to these abominations?
Apparently not. Oh, abandoned nest. We got it. Go.
The launch bays have been reclaimed. Matriarch, you may complete the evacuation.
You have saved my people, Artanis, and they will never forget it.
Amon's Reach. Okay, so we got Dark Templar, got some Solarite. Alright, what next?
Despite this tragedy, I am pleased to see you once more, Hierarch. I had hoped that our next interaction would be your announcement of Aur's reclamation.
As did I. Instead, the Templar have fallen.
Then the threat is greater than I realized.
We cannot let the same fate befall Shakuras.
It is too late for that. Amon Zerg poured through the warp gate as a tide of flesh and blade. They have already overrun Telemetros and are nearing the shrines of Lazul. This world is lost. With such an infestation, Shakuras must be destroyed.
Destroy Shakuras? I will not permit this.
Permit? Shakuras was my people's home long before we offered yours sanctuary upon it. I will not let this world be a den for Amon's forces. Worlds may fall to ash. What matters is that we endure.
To lose Shakuras and Auir.
We are a vagabond people, Artanis. Our true home has always been Auir. Let us reclaim it together.
It is fitting that the daughter of Raja Gal decides the fate of the world she helped forge. Let us make preparations at once.
The solar core requires your attention, Hierarch. Please visit it at your earliest convenience.
Okay, Carax.
Of all the Templar, you never wavered in the belief that our two peoples could live in unity. It is something I admired in you.
It is ironic to hear you say this. All this time, I believed you were reluctant to accept the unity I sought.
You and I had many a disagreement in the Twilight Council. For day by day, I saw my people losing what they were. I saw our precious old ways erode.
You wished to preserve them.
I am Nerazim, Dark Templar. I hold great pride in my people.
But you are also Protoss. That is the greater affiliation.
That is not what the Conclave believed when we were exiled long ago. Your kind had Auir. Our culture is all we ever had.
All this time, this wretched little world was within striking distance of our fleets.
Much has changed since your era, Preserver. The Dark Templar are now our allies.
There was a time when the Protoss were broken. Throughout the aeon of strife, we tore at each other with wanton abandon. Only one path was ever found to end the madness and unify our people. The Khala. The Dark Ones rejected its light. They denied their own race. How can you fight for them?
For one so sworn to preserve our history, Rohana, how can you be so blind to its turn?
I see I have offended you, Hierarch. My apologies. Adapting to this period is difficult.
Somebody's racist. I'm sure it's gonna happen a lot. Alright, the solar core is the new spot.
The Solar Matrix Core. Truly an impressive sight.
A synthetic star. Imagine what went into its creation. This chamber provides power to the Spear of Adun and all its systems. Its radiance even contributes nourishment for our warriors.
How long until you can bring its tactical systems online?
System analysis has begun, but the star has lain dormant for an eon. It will take time, and a powerful ignition catalyst like Solarite to restore it to full capacity.
Solarite? The Firstborn haven't utilized Solarite in millennia.
This vessel is ancient, Hierarch. We will need to exhaust even unconventional resources if we are to bring it to bear.
Do what you can, Phase Smith. We will acquire what you need.
Very well. You may begin augmenting the solar core whenever you are ready.
Okay, we just need to confirm they have a synthetic star
Select the core to start reviewing your options, Hierarch.
inside a goddamn ship. The Protoss have the technology to put a sun as their power source in their ship.
You look different, Phase Smith.
Ah, you must be referring to these mechanical arms. I constructed them to improve my efficiency while running the solar core. So far, they have been quite helpful.
I'm pretty sure that's a Spider-Man 2 reference because Doc Ock did the whole sun experiment thing. I think that's actually what that is.
This array displays an overview of the Spear of Adun's weapon and support systems. Each system can only be configured to have one active ability at a time. You may select different abilities to complement your tactical decisions in different battles, Hierarch. Our current available Solarite is displayed here. Any leftover Solarite can be routed to our auxiliary systems. You may begin diverting Solarite now.
So that's kind of the other additional thing I thought was cool, because the Protoss have like the Spear of Adun as like a you've seen at like the top of the screen during the missions. Like I have a few different commands that I can select. That's the Spear of Adun as like a side ability thing, like Kerrigan's abilities. Only it's like not on the field and it's shooting from above. And back. Okay, and to the bridge.
The evacuation ships have reported in. All are present and are being escorted by the Spear of Adun.
Thank you for Azun.
This was not an easy decision, but I would rather see Shakuras destroyed than overwhelmed by Amon's Zerg. We have much to plan, Hierarch.
Or do we?
Tell me, Vorazun, how will we bring destruction to your world?
The Zelnaga Temple's phase prism can be overloaded, forcing a spike of energy into the planet's core. Enough of a charge, and the planet will shatter. Amon will not possess my world.
I have been thinking about this choice.
Are you reconsidering?
No. My time here has reminded me of the courage of your people. That we must fight. If we are to suffer, then so too will Amon. We will lure as many of Amon's hybrid and Zerg through the gateway as we can. Only once enough are through to wound him will we overload the temple and flee.
You mean to bleed him? Bold. But we can't risk the forces it would require to do such a thing.
Leave that to me, Matriarch. I have learned much from the Dark Templar.
Our forces have secured the Zelnaga Temple grounds. Artemis, how go your preparations?
I am configuring the temple now, but without the Uraj and the Callus, it will take time.
Time is not all it will take. The temple's energies are regulated by 3 Zenith stones. Only once they are destroyed can the temple be overloaded.
Until then, we must defend it from the Zerg and their hybrid masters.
The Nerazim have long used Kadaran monoliths to protect our lands. I see your Phase-Smith has become familiar with them.
Indeed, Matriarch. The monoliths are quite deadly and fire a considerable distance. They should prove instrumental in our defense.
The moment has come. Let us begin.
You know, this area looks pretty good for considering the explosion that we caused on it the last time we were here.
The sooner the Zenith stones are destroyed, the better off we shall be. The Zerg will overwhelm the temple grounds shortly.
Agreed. Although, should it become necessary, my Dark Templar can sneak through the enemy and destroy the stones. The Zerg gather for an attack to the southwest. Ignite your blades, warriors!
What a supreme line of death.
Another brood of Zerg is preparing to attack from a hive to the northwest.
I am here from I walk the I am here from the shadows. I come.
I don't know, is that a big enough group ticket? Bam.
From the shadows I come.
Artemis, our observers are reporting a vast number of Zerg have poured onto Shakuras.
And yet, not a single hybrid. Amon is testing our resolve.
We will meet his in kind.
The Zerg approach the temple from the southeastern accessway.
So keep your eye up here on this box. That's how many millions of units are on the planet.
Curious. There are overlords closing on the temple grounds.
I have seen this tactic before. They are transporting ground forces. Destroy the overlords, quickly.
From the shadows I come.
Our readouts indicate there are nearly 500 million Zerg on Shakuras. All of them moving for this temple.
Good.
Let them come. The Templar will endure.
Be on guard, warriors. The Zerg are attacking the temple from all 3 sides at once.
The Master's gaze falls on your shadowed world.
Ooh.
By the gods, I have never seen such abomination. Warriors, focus all cannons on the hybrid. We must defend the temple.
Exercise caution when attacking a Zenith Stone. The energies within may become volatile as it is damaged.
We got it. Go back.
Hierarch, I have never borne witness to so many Zerg. Was this the threat my mother once faced?
No, Matriarch. This threat is a far greater one, and it will take all we have to resist it.
Oh, hybrid. Bam! Shablam! You just got a dune!
It is done. The Zenith Stones have been destroyed. Once your task is complete, the temple can be overloaded.
Understood. And the temple alignment is proceeding well. Now, we wait for the Zerg. The moment approaches, warriors. The temple is realigning. It will be ready soon.
Hierarch, I have discovered a solarite cache beneath the Zelnaga temple. If we can hold longer, I should be able to retrieve it.
Begin the retrieval process, Karax. We will hold the temple as long as we can.
Blink forward and attack! There's so much going on!
The temple thrums with energy.
Yay!
Solarite retrieval is still in progress. If we can hold on just a while longer.
Our defenses shall hold!
It is done. The solarite has been successfully warped aboard the Spear of Adun.
Oh, whoa, Alright. That's enough. Almost 3 billion, okay? Overload the temple!
Templar, initiate dimensional recall. Get to safety, now!
Now!
Nidus worms. The Zerg are poised to breach the temple.
Have faith, Matriarch. Your fallen people cry out for vengeance, and they shall have it.
Son of a bitch!
Alone. It is said that those of our kind suffer, separated from the glory of the Khala.
Go Artanis! Oh snap!
For our warrior hearts are bound by honor, tradition. Battle is waged in the name of the many. The brave, whose generation after generation choose the mantle of Dark Templar.
Let me walk off stage now. They've gone beyond mic dropping. They're flat out just walking off the stage. Alright, that was Last Stand. It does continue. Clearly cheating goes a long way for that. Oh, we're back in the solar core, eh? Got anything, Karax?
At least the Nerazim are safe now. I hope we will be able to rescue our brethren on Auir soon. I cannot believe you survived the fight in the Temple Hierarch.
Huh.
Did you have some weapons enhancements I did not know about?
He's a High Templar, dude. Also, he's Artanis.
And Arudin Shakuras, you were our salvation, and we will forever remember that.
War Council, anything?
The Nerazim fought valiantly beside us, even unto the destruction of their world. Why?
Their homeworld has always been Auir. They have never forgotten it, or the sacrifice that delivered them to safety.
You speak of Adun. So saith Judicator Zentheon. Adun failed to eradicate the rogue tribes, those who call themselves the Dark Templar. We witnessed the burst of the Twilight Star. In that treasonous instant, Adun ushered the heretics and himself to fate, purifying Auir of their taint, but allowing them life.
Treason? Adun chose mercy rather than committing genocide. This was a noble act, Preserver.
Was it? I see history through the eyes of those who lived it, Artanis.
Perhaps this is why you are blind to all that is before you. History's truths are only ever understood looking through the backwards lens, seeing its consequences take root.
As a preserver, I have always experienced history as a living, breathing now, as those who experienced it in the moment did. Perhaps I should consider the way you view it.
Someone's racist. Anyway. That's just gonna be her theme.
Shakuras is gone. It has become one with the eternal night. But the traditions we forged there will remain with us forever.
Is that still possible, Matriarch?
More so than you may realize. What do you know of the Shadow Walk, Artanis?
Little. Your people closely guard their customs.
It is our most sacred rite of passage. The Initiate stands alone. Members of her tribe strike against her from the shadows. If she endures, she becomes a Shadow Hunter, true Dark Templar.
Why do you speak of this?
You stood alone, as Dark Templar, against countless enemies, risking your life for the many. You have walked as we have. You have walked the Shadow Path already, Artanis. You no longer have the Khala. You are Dark Templar.
Oh snap! Well, okay, so unfortunately, the Protoss campaign has missions in 2s on each planet instead of 3 the way Heart of the Swarm did. So I think these videos are going to end up being a little shorter, but I think I'd like to keep it planet to planet. So I will end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you like what you're seeing. Leave any comments on what you're thinking, what's going to happen, what you hope to see happen, anything like that. But until the next video, here's JHaubz signing off.